Hey y'all, it's your girl KB and the B is for BobbieBeaut. Not beauty, just beauty. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this hairstyle even though I have locks. I have had starter locks for a little over 7 months now, and I needed something else. I needed some versatility, and I love a good weave, wig, extensions, whatever you want to call it. So I am actually feeling a little bit conflicted because I'm like, man, did I mess up by locking my hair? But no, I just needed something different. So here is the style. If you want to see how I did it, of course, keep watching. I am starting out with these crunchy bundles that I have had for about 2 years now. They were sitting in some bins from the last time that I had to sew them before I locked my hair, and I just needed to condition them for about 2 hours so that they could be ready to be put into my head. These are my locks. I have had locks for about 7 months now. They are not quite mature, but I'm loving the growth. I'm loving the texture, so I am just going to start single strand twisting them because I don't want it to be too thick and bulky in the back. Of course, I want it to be as flat as possible. Well, you should want yours to be as flat as possible. Mine weren't as flat because I started to get impatient. I just wanted my hair done. As you can see, there are some really thick ones over to the right side, but it's okay. I'm gonna take this stocking cap that I got from Dollar Tree. They had them for $2 for $1, and I'm going to sew the perimeter around the braids that I just put in. So just take your needle and thread and make sure that you are sewing around, making sure that the needle is catching onto some of those braids at the top and the ones in the back. Then you want to take your tracks and just start sewing. You always want to make sure at the front, so when you tie or sew that very first track, that you are securing it very tightly, that you go in and make a few knots because you don't want your track slipping. Then just continue to sew from top to bottom. Of course, making sure you are reinforcing. Once again, all of your tracks are in place. I use double tracks, so one track on top of another, so that I can have some extra body, extra fullness to my hair, which I really love. And one thing that really helps me is holding the tracks in place with my index or my pointer finger. As you can see, I'm kind of guiding the hair, making sure that it's not going up too far or down too far, that it's in a straight line or as straight as possible. I was using a mirror in the back so that I could see a little bit, but I've been putting hair in myself for years now, so I feel like I pretty much know my head. And once you get to the top, you can kind of start rounding those tracks out so that it covers the top perimeter of your half down portion, because you do want the tracks at the top or the half up portion to cover those tracks at the bottom so nobody sees your tracks. And if you have excess like I did, you just want to cut it off. Of course, don't have it back there looking bulky, because somebody on Instagram said, let me see the back. You can see the back, sweetie, period, because it never gave bulky in the back. Now, this was the tough part. I will say I did think about hot combing my new growth, but child, I don't want no damage, okay? So I'm just gonna take some edge control and some Got2b spray and slick it down as best as I can. Get you a really hard board brush, an edge control brush, and slick them edges down. And I also did see a couple of girls do a fresh retwist. I personally did not want that look for this style. I wanted it to look as natural as possible. I wanted to be given switch up. I did want it to be given, oh my God, did she comb out her locks? No, I'm just versatile. It's giving KB Bailey. Throw me in there with Chloe Bailey and Halle Bailey. Triplets. So once I yanked up my braids and all of my hair into that tight ponytail, but not too tight, because I didn't want to feel like I wanted to take it out, I ended up braiding, or you can twist it up as well, the rest of the locks that were in that ponytail, and I'm just going to secure them with little small rubber bands all around. Now, I was thinking about doing glue at the top for this part, but I really did not want any glue on my locks. I didn't want to make a mistake and get some on my hair. I know the girls were using shower caps and wig caps, but I just didn't want to go through the hassle. Push comes to shove, if I want to take it out and wash the top of my hair and just put it back in, that's something that I could do. So then I'm just going to start taking my tracks, and again, a needle and thread, and start sewing it. And my hair is not that long, so that's another reason why I wanted to use those small rubber bands, so that the needle had something to catch to, and that the braid was being formed and my hair wasn't just all over the place coming out of the braid. And in here, as you can see, the tracks are not going anywhere. They're not slipping. They're being held into place by that thread. If you get into a fight, just know you will be held down because it is sewn in. So what I'm doing is just wrapping around, then sewing at the top a couple times, wrapping around and sewing at the top. And my arms were hurting, not gonna lie, they were. It was definitely giving bicep workout. Of course, keep doing this all the way till you get to the top, and you could just tie off your thread with the knot. I chose not to do the wraparound method. I just put on a really cute ponytail holder on top of the tracks where my ponytail is so that you can't see the hair or the track. Some people do choose to take a slice or a piece of hair from the back and wrap it around that black piece where the ponytail holder is, but I didn't really feel like doing that because I have a ponytail holder in, which I plan to wear for the duration of the time that I have this hairstyle. It's time to do some curls because this is giving, like, it's cute for like I don't even know what it's cute for, but not long term. Now, of course, we're just going to style our hair. We would wear it like that, but it's not giving beach day. We want a slick, nice hairstyle. So I'm just going to take my blow dryer and blow out the hair on high heat, but I did use heat protectant. Then I'm going to take my Chi Silk Infusion, or is it Chi or is it Chai? I don't know. Whatever it is, I put it all over my hair. I did make sure to use a good amount, but not so much to where my hair would be oily, because you don't want oily hair. So just a quarter size amount should do. And I'm going in with my Say-Do flat irons. I have had those since college, so probably over 10 years, again, on high heat just to press out the hair. Using my brush to brush out my hair, making sure that it's not stiff. I didn't miss any pieces. And then I'm going to go in with a really fat, big barrel curling iron because I do want barrel curls. The method I use is just entering the hair and wrapping around, twisting the hair around the curling iron and wrapping it around until I reach the very end, letting it sit for a couple seconds, and then just letting the hair out of the curling iron. Please do not have the hair sitting in that curling iron for 1 minute and then the hair burn off. You only need to do it for about 5 seconds and you should get a really good curl. The curls will not be tight initially, but what we're gonna do is pin curl the hair overnight, and trust me, in the morning the curls are going to be giving everything that they need to give. So to do a pin curl, you can just take 2 or 3 fingers and wrap the hair around those fingers and then just bobby pin it or clip it into place. Do not forget to put a scarf over your hair at the top. We do still want to make sure that it's protected, but also that it's slicked down. We gotta have it slick. If you leave that on for a few hours or at least overnight, when you wake up in the morning, your curls should be so tight, so voluminous, and you will be feeling yourself. I took this hairstyle out, and I can't say that I didn't expect it to look good. I didn't necessarily take my time, but I was very intentional about all of the steps that I took. And you can see in the back, it's not that bad. It's not bulky. I feel like it's just what I needed to get that little hit of loose hair that I had been missing. So as you can see, I am combing out some of the hair from the half down portion in the back just to make sure that my tracks are covered. I'm not outside looking terrible. And that's it. I really like this style. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I will see y'all in the next video.